So I got a couple of decks here I'm going to pull from. I'm going to get a higher energy, an ascension energy, and what's going on around you. Let's see what's going on with the Divine Collective, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here, surrounding us with your love and your light, your shield and your sword, removing all low vibrational energies and sending them back to where they came from, through the Divine Goddess of love and light. We thank you. So what's going on in your energy? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. In the Sagittarius new moon, chemistry going on here. Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on. Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. We have 3 that came out. You're an empath. You're introverted. Could be a Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. If you're a Sagittarius in Vedic astrology, you're a Scorpio. If you didn't know that. So you carry both energies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. Take what resonates, leave the rest. The Shadow King and a Maiden. So some of you are dealing with, you working through your shadow stuff. The Maiden is very much Virgo energy. I'm also picking up the Maiden in the Veil. All right, let's see. Show me more about this Shadow King. Clarify the Shadow King, Archangel Michael, my angels and guides. Who's this Shadow King? Communication. Someone watches in the shadows. I keep picking up on this person that watches in the shadows. You can't hide. You think you're hiding. Someone's in avoidance and stalemate energy. You've come to a stalemate in a situation because of the shadows. Okay? These are 2 separate energies. This Maiden, it has a lot of shadow energies. Man or female, put that however that may fit. Okay, what's going on with this Maiden? I want to connect into this Maiden more first because she has a shadow around her. Yeah, somewhat you're connected into this until death do us part, some contracts here. All right. This Maiden is dealing with some soul contracts here. The brick and mortar. You're in this brick and mortar world. It's okay. Soul contracts, thoughts isolating. You're open to receive. Okay, these soul contracts, cons, right? I heard that earlier. I thought that was beautiful. It's part of a contract. We all come in with soul contracts. You know, nothing is by a mistake. Nothing is by happenstance. We all come in with soul contracts. It's just depending on what you want to engage with. Again, with the free will and all. Someone's in a lot of it feels very 3D. I'm not feeling love with this. This person is taking from your energy. I keep picking up on the same energy. Interesting. This person, this is you, divine feminine or masculine. Put this how this fits, but this is who you're connected to. This is someone that's dark. All right? This is someone that's really dark. And you made a contract with this person. Show me more about this energy to help this person. There is a way out. See the door? There is a doorway out to heal. This is something about inner child. You could be repeating a lot of cycles from your inner child that you haven't worked through yet, okay? Yeah, forming a structure and foundation. So it's important to go back into your inner child and work with your inner child. Someone's doing mirror magic here too, in the shadows. It's important to go back and heal your little self, your child self. Okay, you may have a child with this person as well, which leaves you connected to them for a lifetime. you're being guided to go back in and heal. And if you don't know how, yeah, you are. You know, you got to reach out for help and do that. Thinking you can do that on your own is not. I do never suggest thinking doing shadow work by yourself is the best way to do it, especially if you have someone around you pulling at your energy. Yeah, you really are a divine feminine. You entered into a dark contract here. Someone entered into a heavy. It's heavy. I can feel it in my chest. It's a heavy contract. You're awakening now. You're remembering something. There's an apology here. Attitude of gratitude here. Receive. Open to receive. Completing cycles. This is okay. So you're being guided. You're going through this reflection time of going through your cycles, healing your cycles, or you are really being guided to start doing that. This is a heavy contract that somebody's in right here. This is like brick and mortar. And when you understand what levels this world is really constructed of, um, this is some kind of cycle you're here to end, that you're here to heal. You're here to remember who you are, who your soul, what your soul is. Okay, and this is someone that actually feeds off of you. It's a narcissist. You made soul ties with a narcissist. They are your biggest teacher. It may have been just a lot of chemistry, sex spells. This is a toxic situation, toxic patterns. This is a bound energy. Yeah, deception. And, you know, the cards don't lie. Deception. This is a transcendent integration, a storm. Like the universe is stepping in. The light, the frequencies, the energy is going to hit you because this isn't aligned with who you really are. Okay, this is aligned with broken pieces of you. I'm not saying you're broken. I'm just saying we have all have broken pieces, right? Fragments of our soul. Think of a shattered mirror, okay? When you're a little kid and like trauma starts happening to us, that's the mirror shattering, right? And then we never fix the mirror. So we take all these broken pieces with us through our journey and we draw in these other broken pieces, right? That we haven't healed, and it causes conflict, chaos, fear, doubt, insecurity, abuse in a lot of relationships as well. You don't deserve that. People don't deserve abuse. Okay. And this could be somebody like a father figure, a mother figure. This is a dark energy. Okay. I want to explain this right because a star seed will understand what I'm saying. A star seed. It's the only way I know how to describe it. A star seed who has fragmented soul pieces, right? It's like the puzzle got ripped apart and thrown across the room. And you're an adult now, and now it's your job, in conscious mind, body, and spirit, to start picking up those pieces of the puzzle that was thrown all over the place and start bringing them back to you. This is a level of going in, and it's if you and this is weird because I don't know who I'm talking to and I don't know where you are on your path. I do know that you're with someone dark. This tells me that. And this thing knows you. This is like an important message. It keeps coming forward for me to get out to whomever is this is meant for. Okay, these are pieces of you to take back. All right, to end these cycles. All right, someone's being silenced here to end these cycles so that you don't keep carrying in your children, in your children's children, through the family lines, keep carrying these cycles through. Okay, see reflections, mirrors, pieces of you. All right, this could be someone that throughout your lifetime, maybe you've experienced toxic relationships, okay? And that's not really your destiny, all right? But for whatever reason, it's familiar to you because this is someone that's really toxic. And it's important to reach out and get guidance on your path in the really real world, to whether it's therapy, NAAA, Al-Anon, Dove for domestic violence, depending on your story, okay? It's important to reach out into the real world and work with people who can truly help you and guide you. Once you open that door, you will be amazed at how things can change for you. And change can be very scary, especially if you're dealing with someone at this level. This is like, because you're a star seed and you may not even know that, you may not even believe in that. Okay, you're a soul. You're this beautiful divine soul here. You're this gorgeous ball of light. You're huge, all right? You're way more than your physical body. You're this amazing ball of light. And darkness wants to take your light. It wants to actually snuff it out because you are here. I work with divine feminine and masculines that come from divine lines. And you do. You're here. You came from a divine line. This thing knows it. It does. Whether you know it or not, that thing does. Thank you. Male or female, doesn't matter. This energy knows it. It's deceptive. It got you, it manipulates. Oh, it's like the devil itself. It manipulates and it's methodical. And if you mate with it, the power of it's almost like you're like, why am I continuing to do this? I know better. Like it's like you just keep trespassing against yourself because the level of sex spells that happen when you get into an intimacy too soon. I'm not here to tell you do what you want. You're grown ass people. But when you get intimate too soon with people, they show you one thing and then they turn out to be so. Actually, they don't. They show you exactly who they are. It's just you get fuzzied because of the chemistry, which is the sex spell, which changes your chemistry, which starts messing with your endorphins in your brain, thinking this is the one because you just had amazing fucking sex or whatever's going down, right? Enough to cut through to interfere with who you are. This is someone very deceptive someone's dealing with. Very dark, very deceptive, very toxic, into addictions. Why would and this is the next question you ask yourself. And these are tough questions to ask, especially if you're not even ready to hear them. Why would you want to be with someone who is in a toxic behavior? Whether it's alcohol, drugs, someone that yells and screams and swears all the time, because it usually doesn't start out that way, depending on the person. Narcissists are very cunning. They really are. And an empath and a narcissist, the narcissist targets the empath all the time, unbeknownst to the empath, until you go through a significant healing with narcissistic energy. Okay, this goes back to maybe daddy or mommy issues. No offense, it does. It usually, or else, because when you're in a right state of mind, right, and a healthy and loving you and honoring you, you don't want to be with people like that. You don't. You turned off by people like that. You see through people like that. And then something may happen on your path, whether it's, I don't know, it could be anything that puts you in a different state of being. And that's when they come in. They wait. They wait and they wait. And these are patterns that the divine feminine, the divine masculine are breaking on this journey, right? Breaking the chains that bound. All right, this is a serious toxic connection. I feel like you clearly know this, you're living it. It's very unhealthy, okay? Ending these cycles. Open to receive. You may be reaching out for help, a helping hand. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you stronger than this. This wants to make you feel you're weak. You're not. This is stronger than this, okay? It's stronger than this. This is just brick and mortar. Believe me, we all enter into soul contracts, and later in life we look at that, and that's going back and doing the work. All right, and it's going to be different for everybody. This is just all guided, suggested advice. You're an innocence here. You're a maiden. You're an innocence. No offense, you're an easy target. And not because you're less than, you're because of your light. It's because of your light. This world is always trying to keep society in a less than state of being when you are truly light and it feeds off the light. This is an energy that's feeding off of someone's light here. So you have Scorpio in your chart. This moon, this new moon into the next full moon, someone will be making significant changes on their path. Because you're an empath. An empath usually ends up with a narcissist somewhere along their way. It's just the way this world is, unfortunately. You're being guided to nurture yourself, love yourself. Thank you. And reach out for help in the 3D world. Okay, because when we're talking about trauma, you really need to go to someone who knows how to help you heal trauma. And it's not going to happen online. It's not. We can be guideposts on your path. It's about you getting into the nitty gritty and doing the work and not being afraid to look at yourself, okay, and healing this stuff. This keeps coming out a lot. The attitude of gratitude, being grateful, puts you in a different perspective of things when you're grateful for all the little stuff. Sometimes people get lost and forget to be grateful. They don't even know how to be grateful. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that don't know how to be grateful out there. And when you really sit down and try to do a gratitude list, you're not just like, hey, I have lights today, which is great. You know, that's something to be grateful for. Food on the table, that's something to be grateful for. Your lungs, that you can breathe air, that's something to be grateful for. That you can walk and talk, that's something to be grateful for. That you can see the signs, that's something to be grateful for. That you're here and present today, that you can be there for your family, that you can be there for your kids, that's something to be there. That you can be there for yourself, that's something to be grateful for. The fact that you can see through and avoid a lot of this, that's something to be grateful for. This journey is something to be grateful for. Even through the hard stuff, that's something to be grateful for. The list starts off slow and steady, but the more you get into writing a gratitude list, you'd be amazed how it changes you, and it's life changing. There's someone that watches in the background. Yeah, there's an unexpected storm coming. There could be arguments going on. You're going to see something. I feel like you've been seeing things and been seeing things and been seeing things, but maybe the things just to other people, I feel it's severity. I'm getting the word severity, that this is now the light coming into the darkness, revealing. This is someone that's really dark that someone's with right now. This is like a high ranking demon. Seriously. I know that sounds freaky and like, what do you mean? Because if you're an angel, what do you think else walks this earth? Because don't think for a second, if you're a soul here, you're an angel here. All right, you came from you came from light into the depths of darkness to be the light, and the darkness doesn't like that. And you're like a beacon of light in the middle of the pitch black, and you have everything coming at you, every little bug, every little everything, okay? And you can get plummeted by it if you don't know how to discern. If you've been living, a lot of people, a lot of empaths grow up in alcoholic homes, broken homes, and if we don't learn how to fix that, we keep drawing that back in and making contracts with these kinds of people. Okay, all of a sudden, things that aren't okay, you start allowing to be okay. That's slowly trespassing against yourself. And you don't mean to do it. None of us ever mean to do it, but all of a sudden you're agreeing to things that you're like, wait a minute here. And I sense that this is this wait a minute here moment. Like, yo, wait a minute here. So it's taken a level, and every level is going to be different. Everybody's at a different level to end these cycles, to end these patterns. This is someone that wants you chained and bound to them for their abuse, for their deceptions. This is heavy. This is heavy. I don't know who you are, but you're here to build a different structure for yourself, okay? You're here. You're strong enough to release this stuff. You are. That someone needs to hear that. You are strong enough to release these cycles, break these cycles. You are a breaker of chains. You are here to break this. You want, it's not, this is an illusion of until death do us part. This is someone that you could be, this person could be taking all your money, using you for money, putting you in debt. You have nothing, you're working your ass off, and this person's taking, and just doing nothing for themselves. They're using you. I know that's hard to hear, but a healthy person and a good person doesn't do things like that. Broken people do things like that. Demons in the flesh do things like that. Loving souls do not do things like that. People who are lost do things like that. Okay? You have to fix you first. You have to rebuild your structure here. And that is going out into the world and finding someone to work with, one-on-one, a group setting, identifying with others is really important to heal this stuff. Don't be afraid to heal your wounds. They're just wounds. I'm not taking away from anyone's experience here, but they're just wounds. And they happened then, so that you don't keep letting them happen now. That's the message it wanted to come through. So I'm going to pull some spiritual ascension here. Heavy, but you're healing your inner. It's a lot. It doesn't happen overnight, all right? A lifetime of learned behavior does not happen overnight, okay? You have to be kind and gentle with yourself and forgive yourself and do a little whoop ass too, you know, and forgive yourself. It brings in new beginnings for you. It brings in a new direction. It brings in the light through the darkness to end those cycles, to create healthier cycles, right? You're in a karmic connection. Whoever you are, this person is take until you have nothing. It's how long are you going to allow this person to do this, okay? They have flipped your foundation. You may be in solitude. This person may have isolated you from your family, your friends. That's how they do it, little by slow, putting you in this haze, this temporary animated suspension of a state of being, okay, into pride and ego, okay, dancing with you, thinking this is funny. It's not fucking funny. You may be looking at this now, listening to your inner voice, right? Keep your circle small. You're being shown signs. You may be seeing feathers, numbers. This universe will always show, the universe is always working for your highest good. Always. Always. It's our free will that shit goes awry, and it is. You are here for a higher purpose to fulfill. The higher the purpose, the darker the we can go. And we can go really dark. And most of you know that. To find the light, though. This is unexpected. You may be getting an unexpected sign. An unexpected friend may come in on your path. Someone unexpected may come in on your path. You have someone on the other side trying to communicate with you. You may be finding feathers, okay? Numbers, something that reminds you, because I keep hearing pictures of you, this older song from the 80s, pictures of you, someone from the other side. Archangel Michael is with you. Believe it or not, kickstart your journey. Maybe something blue, something about the color blue. This person is just, you're being navigated out of this. You may feel, oh my God, I married this person, or I'm living with this person, or I bought a house with this person. That's a contract, okay? Contract. Doesn't mean that's it. It's not your death sentence. It's just temporary. Everything is always moving. Everything is always changing. Everything is always temporary. No matter how horrible it feels, this too shall pass, and it is temporary. And you have the power to change your life. And you do. You have the power to fix what you feel may be broken. You do. Because of who you are. I'm connected to very high vibrational souls. Even if you're in a more karmic cycle, you're still a high vibrational soul. That's why you're in a karmic cycle. Because the darkness wants your light. I know people have a really hard time grasping that demons in the flesh are real. They really do. It's someone that's in alcohol is there's people who get lost in addictions that get attachments. You get attachments when you're addictions because your energy is like bullet holes in it. And these entities, that's why you get obsessive thoughts. It's a possession. Okay. Then you have levels of people in addiction that have no soul anymore. They sold their soul. They don't care about you. They don't. It's narcissist, it's psychopathic level. There's no point of no return. An empath is not like that. You feel bad for that person. You feel like you can't fix anyone but yourself. And the more you work on yourself and the more you heal your stuff, the higher vibrational people will come in on your path along your way. Sometimes some will slither in. The low ones always do. They do to test where you're at. This is a test. Be careful of who you allow in your circle. Yeah. This is someone that's all about love. Like you love love. Like you just love love. And love is not violence. Violence is not love. They don't even reside in the same space. That's not romance. Okay. And in TV, I got to just say this out loud. TV romanticizes the crap out of violence, and it's not. Oh, like that someone, someone hurts, like someone, anyone hurts you and they come back with, oh, baby, baby, I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. It's always going to be that way. This person is just that way. They are made that way. Okay. You are not made that way. For whoever needed to hear that, you are way more than you even understand. And I hope you figure out so that you understand to heal, because this keeps coming up over and over again. You watch my channel, or you're connected to someone who's going through this because you watch my channel, or else I wouldn't be picking up on it. Someone out there in the collective is really connected to someone who's really dark, and they're trying to figure out how to get out of the situation. Take it or leave it. If it didn't resonate with you, cool. If it does, cool. Take what you need, leave the rest. Don't make it personal. Trust your inner voice. Don't be afraid to look at your stuff. Don't be afraid to work and find someone to help you. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. Sometimes the phone can be the heaviest thing on the planet when it comes time to reach out for help. I know, I've been there, done that. Still go through it myself. You know what I mean? It's an ever evolving place that we are in. But we don't have to carry around a bunch of rocks, okay? And that's by not healing the past, hanging on to resentments and anger, which gets you in toxic connections. And it does. It's a fact. It just does. It's important to heal this. This is the time to be healing this and not be afraid to heal that. Work with others. Work with other like-minded people who want to change their life, and not be with people who don't want to change their life, who want to stay in addictions. And I keep picking up on a lot, and I do, because I'm in recovery forever. I'll always be in recovery, and I'm grateful for that. They have to want to change. You can't fix somebody. If somebody isn't sober, you can't get them sober. They have to get themselves sober. And there comes a time, there really comes a breaking point in a relationship, any relationship, where you have to walk away, because that person most likely isn't going to change, but people can change every day. There's many miracles out there that they want to change. An empath is very susceptible to addictions because of the way you feel. The way you feel in this life. It's heavy here. And addictions takes you out of you so that you don't have to feel, but then it betrays you, because then you're really in your feely feels and you can't stop feeling, and it betrays you. Facts. The only way to do that is find a recovery, to learn how to fix your broken thinking, stinking thinking, so that you can heal that, because you can't make someone sober. God knows I've helped many people. I've given them my hand and pulled them out of hell and watched them walk right back into it. And the first time actually it made me cry, and I almost gave up on myself because I watched this addiction take over this person. They had it going on. This person was amazing and beautiful and funny and loving and kind, and they just, as soon as they put alcohol in their body, it was a whole different story, and it was like, whoa. And then they would get sober and they would stay sober a while, and then they would stop, doing their recovery. Which is a spiritual program, finding your soul and watching them go right back out again. And that was hard. And then you kind of get like this shield, this little bit of harder, it's a harder shell, unfortunately, but fortunately, or else that would take you out. Do you know what I mean? It's about protecting your own energy. And I've watched many people stay sober a very, very long time and have amazing life, like amazing life changing amazingness, and keep doing that. Everybody's different. And then there's some people, man, they just don't want to. They want to find, because they're going to go find someone that they can use with. And they will, because you're no fun anymore to them. You know what I mean? So take that or leave that, but I'm definitely connecting with someone with someone that's in some kind of addictions here. Whether that's sex addiction, gambling, this person is draining you, draining your accounts, draining you, draining you, draining you. I keep seeing like circling down the drain, and it's like you're gonna get to a point, you're either gonna go down the drain with this person, or you're going to put out all fours and be like, stop. You're gonna take care of you. And I feel like God knows that you're going to take care of you and your own first, because you're an empath here. Narcissists don't care. They don't. They don't care about you. They just sit in your life and reside in your world and use you, and they do just enough to keep you interested. They don't really, and then there comes a time they really don't have to do much at all. And all of a sudden, you realize you've accepted some really fucked up behavior. And that's the forgiveness in yourself, because you didn't ask for that. Nobody asks for that, but that happens to an empath every day. I have many empaths on here that will tell you the same thing. There's no coincidences here. And a narcissist is an empath's kryptonite. A narcissist targets deliberately an empath. I know they both try to bully me on my channel all the time. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm here to deliver a message to help people. Take it or leave it. Whether I use a deck of cards, I could just sit here and talk to you about recovery all day long, because I'm grateful for it. Because I was with many narcissists, people who were abusive, people who were in active addictions. You don't realize that at first. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You have no idea. And then when you start getting an idea and then you don't do something about it, then you're betraying yourself. And sometimes people feel really stuck and they don't know how to get out of a situation. And that's asking for help. There's so much help out there now. There's a lot of help out there now. There's way more access than there was, 20 years ago. Way more access. So I hope that helps you. Don't let pride get in the way of your soul growth here. It's really important for an empath right now, because you are connected into the divine Christ template. You come from a divine Christ template, or else you wouldn't be here. Take it or leave it. Peace out.